guys, Isan here from Islandboy Spices, and welcome to another quick tutorial in which I show you how to put together one of my meals quick and easy. This meal right here is going to be, it takes about 15 minutes total prep time to prep for this, but I'm going to try to put this all together, show it to you in 10 minutes or less. All right, so the meal today we're going to be working on is it's a coconut milk, ginger, lemon fish. And for the fish today, I'm going to be using these lovely swordfish pieces here. I either use, when I'm making this dish, I either usually use swordfish or Chilean sea bass or grouper. Those are my three favorites, right? So that's what I usually use. If you have another fish that you prefer, this will work well for that as well. And on the side, I'm going to do some roasted veggies. So here, I already did a lot of the prep for you in order to get this done in 10 minutes, or to show you in 10 minutes. I did a lot of the prep first. So here we have a tray with some broccoli and some yellow squash and some red bell peppers and some green onions. And the spice that we're going to be using is the same spice that we're going to use for both of these today, and that is our Virgin Islands Gold lemon pepper seasoning. All right, so that's what we're going to feature here today on this ginger coconut milk lemon infused swordfish, along with our roasted veg. Okay, so first things first, what I want to do is let's get the spices open, huh? Shall we? Now, I want you all to see this. When you crack a bottle of Islandboy Spices, you got to peel off that freshness seal. Let's put that on the side. Put your cap back on. Now, there's two sides to this cap. You have the little sift pour, the little sift thing, and then you have the easy pour. Whenever I season, I always use the easy pour because our spices, you know, it's not just like a powder. Right, there's a whole lot of love in there, a whole lot of chunks of goodness, so all kind of niceness, right? So what I'm going to do, let me hit this with just a little bit of EVOO really quickly, just like that, not too much, making a mess on the counter. I'll have to hit that really quickly. I'm going to drizzle some of this on there like that. Excellent. A little bit of Virgin Islands Gold. And then, get my knife here. Half a stick of butter. Let's just cut this down, just like that, okay? Half a stick of butter. So again, what's in here? Quick tutorial. We have broccoli, red bell peppers, yellow squash, green onions, okay? Some scallions. Put a little bit of EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, half a stick of butter, Virgin Islands Gold, all right? You can mix that up if you want. I'm just gonna move it around just a little bit. Make sure everything kind of blends well. Now, this is going to go in the oven. I have my oven set to 425. It's going to go in there for about 20, 25 minutes, all depending on the temperature that you have it set to and how your oven works. And uncovered. I want to get it nice and roasted. So here we go in the oven. Now that's in. Now we're going to turn to the fish. Now with the fish, we're going to do this in two different pans in two different parts, okay? One part is, first things first, I'm going to season the fish and let that sit here for a second. Then we're going to work on the sauce. The sauce is going to be done separately, and after the sauce is done, or while the sauce is getting going, we're going to get the fish going, okay? So, here we go. Again, on the easy pour side, when using Islandboy Spices, it's not just a powder, right? It's a lot of love in there, a lot of niceness in there, right? So, what we want to do, easy pour side, let's get those spices on there. We'll rub that in. Again, because it's low in salt, you can use it liberally, right? So, let's get that on there, like that. Flip that over, flip that over. Let's get that in there. Now, with this lemon pepper spice, our Virgin Islands Gold, incorporates lemon powder and lemongrass. That's what's in here. That's what gives it that amazing flavor. All right? Rinse my hands really quickly. There we go. So, what we're going to do now, actually, I'm going to switch the order just a little bit. I'm actually going to get the fish in the pan first. So while that's going, you know, we're going to fry this down a little bit on each side. while that's doing that, we'll get started on the sauce. So in with some EVOO, stoves on. Okay, my pan going, excellent. All right, and let me grab a couple of utensils that I'm going to need. Excellent. Now, we're going to work on the sauce. So, with this sauce, while that's getting hot, with this sauce, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil in here, and I'm going to saute the onions. This is a half a large onion. This is diced, and I have a teaspoon of crushed garlic. So I'm going to put those together and let those saute a little bit, and then we'll introduce. Here we have a can of coconut milk. We have our lemon and our ginger that I'm going to grate. Okay, so a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. We'll get that going. And let's get the fish in the pan. All right, you guys stick with me. I'll be right back at you. All right, stick with me. All right, right back at you, man. Just keeping an eye on the fish, making sure that's doing up nicely. So, in the other pot, we're going to go in with the onions. All right, going with the onions. And get my spoon here, going with the crushed garlic. Okay. We're going to let that start to get happy. Okay. While that's doing that, let's go ahead and flip the fish. See how that fish is looking? Looking beautiful, huh? Jesus Christ, they're looking nice. Now, some of you may be wondering why I'm not using other herbs with this. And really what it is I want as close to a white sauce as possible. So that's why I'm not introducing like bell peppers and other things. All of that love is already in the spice anyway, so it's going to work out fine. So here we go now. I'm going to get our half a stick of butter, add that to the pot. I'm going to get our coconut milk. Look at that. Now that's pretty thick, so I'm going to have to add some water to that as well. Okay, and then the lemon. It's up next. My knife out. All right. I'm trying to cheat, looking for the lemon squeezer. I don't see it, so. Oh well. Oh, I found it. Here we go with our lemon squeezer. Give that a good squeeze. Okay. Okay. So in here, so far, we have our coconut milk, our onions, our garlic, some butter, some lemon juice. Ooh, I just made a mess. Let me wipe that up. I'll turn my fish down on super low. And we're going to get ready for the ginger. Amazing, amazing array of flavors is in this dish. So, ginger, grater. Here we go. I'm going to grate this down, and I'll come back and show you how we put this together. Y'all stick with me. Okay, so right now I'm just letting this come together. As you can see what this coconut milk, ginger, lemon looks like with the onions and the garlic. Nice and thick. I'm going to add just a little bit of water to this, stretch it just a little bit, not too much. And then, after that comes together, that's boiling nicely, I'm going to put a little bit of water in here, maybe like a quarter cup. That's all that needs. What we're going to do now is we're going to marry the two, okay? So I'm going to turn this off. There's our sauce. We're going to introduce some of it to the fish, like that, okay? There we go. There we go. Now this fish, the fish is going to absorb all of those flavors, that coconut milk. It's going to absorb that ginger. It's going to absorb the lemon juice, right? It's gonna take in the onion and the garlic flavor. All of that's going to go into the fish right now. Okay? Flip it over. And I'm gonna, now we're on a medium low. I'm gonna go down to a low flame. Right? Give it a quick flip. Go down to low flame. This is what our fish is looking like right now. Let that get happy. That only has a couple more minutes to go. Literally just maybe another 2 or 3 minutes and that swordfish is done. Again, this is going to be based off of how thick the fish is that you're using. If it's a really thin piece, then obviously it's going to cook a lot quicker. You may want to get your sauce going way before you do your fish, okay? Another maybe 2 minutes, this is done. Once our veggies are done, I'm going to show you how we're going to plate this, put this together. This is a great, quick and easy meal that you can knock out for yourself, for your family. And the prep time, in 15 minutes it took me to prep all this. Everything. So, and remember, it's featuring Islandboy Spices Virgin Islands Gold, this lemon pepper seasoning. The big thing in here is lemon powder and lemongrass. All right, so check this out. Check it out on our site, islandboyspices.com. Stick with me, I'll be back at you. Okay guys, Isan right back at you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull the veggies out really quickly. They're not finished, but I want to go ahead and take a look at them. I want to give them a little bit of a stir because some of that liquid, that butter sauce may be at the bottom. So I want to give it a little bit of a stir, take a look at it, see how it's coming, and we'll check that out. So let me go ahead. I'm going to need an oven because oven's hot. Let me grab this. Ooh, it smells amazing. Smells amazing. Okay, so there are a couple things you can do. This is a matter of taste, a matter of choice. Now, this is how I put mine together. You can see some of that butter down there. And again, you don't want it to have a whole lot of liquid because you want it to roast, right? So what you can do, sometimes I would squeeze a lemon on this, right? Sometimes I'd squeeze a lemon on it. Today, I'm going to do something a little different. Remember, I didn't use all of that coconut sauce, that coconut stuff. I'm just going to take a little because I don't want a whole lot of liquid, right? I'm just going to take a little of this and I'm just going to drizzle it on top like that. Just a little. Jesus Christ. What a thing. What a thing. She looking good, my boy. Okay? You're starting to see how some of the veggies are starting to get that little brown look. That's from them being roasted. You can see on some of the broccoli florets. So, back in the oven they go. It's going to be niceness. Trust me. Nothing but niceness. Here we are. Stick with me. When we come back, we're going to hook it up. We're going to plate it. We're going to make it look nice. If y'all didn't get that, y'all stick with me when we come back. I'm going to hook that up. I'm going to plate that. It's going to be nice. Nothing but niceness. All right. All right, guys. So right back at you. It's that time, man. Time for us to plate. Let me get our veggies out of the oven. Put this whole thing together. You ready to eat? Lord, the kitchen smell good. Jesus Christ, she smell good. So, out comes the veg. Sit that there. And turn my oven off. Catch the sizzle. Catch the sizzle. Catch the sizzle. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Well, my God. Look at that. See how it crust up a little bit? You don't want to burn it, but you want to make sure that it's nice. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get some of this veg out. And we're going to sit that on the plate like that. Come down like that. Come down like that. This is a simple dish, right? Simple dish, eat your veggies. So I'm going to put a little extra on here, right? Simple dish. And now I'm going to bring the fish over here, put that together. So let's see how that goes. Give this a quick rinse. Okay. Here's our fish. Whoo, nice and creamy. So at this point, it's a matter of preference what you want to do. Meaning, I can plate this like this, and if I want, I have a couple options. I can use some of this sauce. This is that creamy coconut cream sauce that we actually married to the fish. I can put that on like that. Or if you don't want that one, you can use some of the other sauce that you just made in the pot, and you can put that on like that. However you want to do it, your call. Either which way, right? You pick what you want to do. Either which way. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab some. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab some sun-dried tomatoes. I'm just going to put that on top like that. A couple of sun-dried tomatoes. That's going to give it a little tanginess as well. Like that. Throw a little bit on there. And a little bit of green onion. Like that. There you go. Bon appetit. Buen provecho. Enjoy the niceness. So, let's just do a quick recap of what we did today. All right. So we did our roasted veggies. We have our broccoli, our yellow squash. We had some red bell peppers, some green onions. Okay. And we roasted that little extra virgin olive oil, half a stick of butter, some of our Virgin Islands Gold, right? The lemon pepper seasoning. We got that in the oven. Then we worked on our fish. We seasoned our fish liberally with the Virgin Islands Gold lemon pepper seasoning. We put that in the pan with some extra virgin olive oil and kind of fried that on each side. And then in a separate pot, we added our diced onions, our garlic. We kind of sauteed that with a little bit extra virgin olive oil. We introduced another half a stick of butter to that. And then we grated some fresh ginger. We squeezed a whole lemon in there and just kind of brought this whole thing together, okay? And then we married the sauce with the fish. We used half of the sauce on the fish. I took a little drizzle of that sauce over the veg and stuck that back in the oven, gave it a nice sizzle, and this is what we ended up with. So thank you guys for checking this out. This is my coconut milk, ginger, and lemon fish. Typically, again, I always use either swordfish, Chilean sea bass, or grouper. But hey, use it on whatever fish you like. This recipe is nothing but niceness. You've been cooking with the Islandboy, man. It's a pleasure. I'll see you guys again soon. Time for me to dig into this again. If you get me stuck, I can't wait to jump on it. So, see you soon. Let me get